What's up, y'all? You know me, Keith London. You know me, doing my same thing. What's up, Roller Agenda listeners and Phoenix Rollers viewers? Look, so I'm gonna talk about some things I've been thinking about for the last few days, right? Oh, y'all gotta excuse me, look a little scruffy right now, I haven't shaved. So anyway, yeah, got my top breeder hen right there on there. Look at her, woo, looking real good. Anyway, check this out. So I was thinking about a few things the last few days, right? So first of all, I'm gonna talk about, I did a show yesterday, right? So, not gonna start there. I was thinking about a few things about when it comes to breeding, flying, and stuff like that. So guys, I ask questions, right? And I ask questions that provoke thought, right? And the reason why I ask those questions is, so some of these guys that are established roller flyers and breeders, can give some insight on how some of the guys that approach this hobby that are new. But I want their honest opinions, you know what I'm saying? Honest opinions, their honest views, without making it sound so cheap and easy, like they try to make it sound. And I hate when some dudes get smart and they deflect the question with these crazy answers. I mean, smart, elegant answers. I get that. If you're going to answer like that, just don't answer. I mean, it's just that simple. You ain't got to say nothing. You just can read it and move forward, right? So, one of the things that I want to discuss for you new guys is, and older guys going to get it too, is when you guys say, you be breeding, all you got to do is get birds from a good flyer, take them, breed them, and then go from there. Okay, that sounds so simple, but if you're trying to get the best birds, and if the flyer you're going to is trying to cultivate the best and bring in the best and fly the best, how are you going to buy birds from them? What are you going to actually buy from them, actually? Unless they're going to take sacrifices on birds that they felt or thought or feel that are going to be real good. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they are, but they just said, this was a good one with my kid. I haven't brought off it, but you can try it. You can take it, try this one out. Blank. Okay. Still, it's not going to be that top bird in this kit. It's not going to be the second bird. And it's not going to be the top 4 or 5 birds. And most dudes' main kits are not going to somebody they don't know or a new guy. It's not happening. And guys need to be real about that. Most times when they let birds like that go, honestly, it's going to somebody who they know real good, or they know, trust, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I ain't going to somebody that's brand new, just trying to get some good birds. It's not happening. If they did that every year, they would never get nowhere. So I know they don't do it. Now, they let go of some good ones, but not those gems that they say, I'm stocking that one. That one ain't finna go to nobody new. Because they don't, or respect. That's the other word I look for, respect. And they need to keep it real about that. But that's understandable that they think that they do it like that. But I don't like it when they say that's what people should just go do, go buy the best bird in somebody's kit. That'd be detrimental to that person's whole flying career or their loft or their cultivation process. And that's what they need to say. I will let you get some, but this will be hurting myself. I can't hurt myself all the time. Maybe every now and then, yeah. So they still got to take those birds home and try them. And they got to look at it like this. How many are they really getting? 4 tops? 4 top ones tops? And that only give you 2 pair. What the hell are you going to do with 2 pair? I will start from there. Yeah, let's talk about the start from there process stuff they talk about. You got 4 pairs. Supposed to be these best birds, right? I'm going to speak from here. I'm not even going to talk about nowhere else because I don't know about nowhere else about flying like that. I'm talking about here. Say if I did that. Okay, I got 4 pair. Not proven pair, just 4 pair. I have some birds, some proven a person birds. So now I got to take these birds home. I got to fly them, right? So let's say if I let each pair go 5 rounds. So 5 rounds that everybody live, that's 10 babies, right? Per pair. That's 40 babies here, right? 5 rounds is a lot. I let my birds go a max of 5 rounds. And that's only like 5 pair to do that. But let's say 5 pair. Let's say 4 pair, 5 rounds. All the babies live, you get them trained. You got 40 babies. Now you got 40 babies in the air, correct? You got 40 babies in here. You train these babies. Now, take in mind that you might lose 1 or 2 during training. You might. Let's just say you don't. That's when you keep that number in your head. 1 or 2 during training. Keep in your head, but let's just say you don't. You get them up and flying, right? Okay. Take in mind, from day 1, the Cooper and Falcon are hunting these birds at least 2 to 3 times a week. At least. We're gonna go take the smaller route. 2 or 3 times a week. So a young bird being out 3 days, Cooper come back and chase him around. How many you think you're gonna lose then? Let's say you lose 2. So now your 40 is down to 38. He don't catch one, just lose 2. Now if he come that day and there's nothing to make him really leave, he's coming back the next day or the next time. Now you say, I'm gonna keep him in for a couple of days. Okay, now they got a little stronger. So their training process has been halted. So now you got picked back another day. Oh, he comes again. Now you flying around, you lose 1 more. So 1 more is going to lose that one because he catch that one. How you catch that one? So there's no getting that one back, period. So now you're down to 37. And you haven't got no birds up in the air yet. Right? So you get them trained, you get lucky, all the birds coming back, now they're kidding real good. They get a little hype, Falcon come through, easy catch. Boop, he gone. So now you're down to 36. And we're talking about this happens in 2 weeks. So 30 down to 36 and 30 from 40 in 2 weeks. But take in mind you got to fly these same birds the whole year. The whole 40, the whole year. And you still got to figure out to pick out 20 to fly in the kit, 20 good ones. Okay. We still flying. Okay, we go. We might lose 1 more because the Falcon catch 1 more. Let's say we lose 1 more. Now we're down to 35. Let's say we down to 35. And we 3 months in with the birds starting to show some snaps. Okay. Now, okay. Now we're finna get realistic. The Falcon is caught 2. So now this Falcon says, oh, I found someone to hunt. But you got the other one. Another one come from a whole another direction. It comes catch 1. You're down to 34. Let's say we at 34, but now we make it to the point where they're 5 months old and they're really starting to get into it. Now you got some birds, they're not cooperating. Some birds want to spin the land, which is realistic because some birds, the parents are not proven. A few birds might want to bump, and keep bumping. Might roll down 1 or 2. So let's say you're down to 30. Now, out of the 30, now out of the 10 you lost from your 40, two of those were showing the most promise. So they're showing really good promise. So you got, damn, 2 of the ones you really want to see is gone. They're gone. But you're down to 30. Now you still gotta have a 20 bird kit. So this is the reality of what goes on. That people say, all you gotta do is do this. So now you're down to 30. You fly your birds again. You put that group together. So out of the 30, only 16 are really rolling good enough to be in the kit. Right? So you keep that 16 together, maybe 2 extra that's showing promise, so you make it 18, right? And you got the other 12 in another kit. It's another kit, right? So you fly them together, they're working. So the other ones, not really doing a whole lot. They're showing promise, but they're not doing a whole lot. So in that kit, that 12 bird kit, let's say in 2 months you lose 2 of those. So that's down to 10, right? So now you got 28 birds. You're still trying to make a 20 bird kit to fly for let's say fly for the Nationals. Young birds, right? Okay. Now, let's say 1 or 2 birds you got was a superstar. One you was really thinking about keeping if it lasted. But it's gone now. Boom. Now, out of 40 birds, how many you think you really gonna get that's gonna be them superstar type quality birds to put back in loft that you say you should be breeding for that you have are the ones you have left? I mean, that you're gonna breed out of that 40. Maybe 4. Maybe 5, but 2 of them are gone. So you're down to 2 of those really good ones. So you make it all the way to the Nationals, right before the Nationals, and you got you got a 17 bird kit that looks really good, right? So you fly on these birds trying to say, okay, I gotta think about bringing some in because 4 pair ain't gonna do it because you're already down to 30 some birds already. No, 20. You're down to 20 some birds already. 20 something. And you still got to figure out which ones to bring in to try to add to your breeding stock so you can have more birds, right? So now the birds are really getting it. Guess who the Falcon takes the next 3 times he comes? Them top 3 birds. Always happens. Everybody knows it happens. So now so that 18 bird kit is now 15 with the top 3 birds that you was thinking about breeding gone, plus the one you lost previously. See, that's the reality of what you guys say, just get the bird from this person, fly them like this. So with 4 pairs. So the only way you can get past that and get more birds is get some other pigeons with the same traits. And that's what you call, then you start crossing. When people say, oh, I wouldn't cross this, or I wouldn't cross this. Shut the hell up, please, sometimes. Sometimes some of you guys need to shut up and you start talking about this. Some of you guys do. Especially the guys that have never took the time to know to take the build their own and always go get somebody else's hard work. Miss me with that. But never take into consideration the fact that the person you got your birds from did the same thing. They added, did this and did that to get the birds to a certain level. They all do it. It's a lot of guys that's doing it right now, but won't tell people that's what they're doing, which is why I have a problem with it. I don't mind. It's what I've done. That's how I got to where I was. That's how I got there, is doing that. Because I know people do not or will not sell you them birds you really need to do what you really gotta do. They will not let them birds go. And if they do let them go, they're gonna let them go for an astronomical price. When I was a drug dealer, no problem, fool, bring it on. But I ain't now. I'm not. Well, excuse me, I'm not now. So there's a lot of guys out here that go work every day. They got families, right? So I get you don't want to let them go. I give you got to get paid. I get that part. But you can't come back and say, all you got to do is do this. All you got to do is do this. Man, it's not that simple. And y'all know it's not that simple. And that's why I have a problem at. Stop telling people that it's that simple, because it's not. You hear dudes say, oh, well, I would just do this. And most people who say that don't really have a falcon problem where they getting hit every day. They don't have that kind of problem. I've been flying out here. Really, I've been trying to compete since '93, and the World Cup itself since '95, maybe '96, I think, something like that, right? So, and I know how people talk. There was a region out here when we were getting hit in the '90s. They kept saying we was trying. Oh, it's not that bad. Talking that. See, the cool thing about that is the 2 regions that said that don't even have a region anymore. Don't even have a region anymore. Them same 2 regions. Well, one of them wants to join our region to make it a bigger region. And I agree with that. That should be done. But that same region used to put us down for talking about how bad the Falcons were out here until they got them. See, it's like boxing. You always got to play until you get hit. Then everything changes. So when they start to get hit, everything changed for them. And they probably going to listen to this. I want them this because they know I'm telling the truth. They know it because I've been right around through all that. Their region would normally have 5 or 6 qualifiers, can barely get 2. Because of what? Hawks and Falcons, the government, because of the Hawks and Falcons. So shut down their whole region. San Diego region, shut down. Guess why? Falcons. Shut down. So when people say they have a hawk problem, you don't have a hawk problem. You just have one that come through every now and then. Problems when you can't fly. It's almost impossible for you to fly to get a kit ready. And the guys that do, I take my hat off to them because I know how hard it is. Now, we got past that part. Now I'm past that, right? So let's go with, hold on, I'm coming right back.